Bo and I are good friends and have spent some time together, and we certainly want to wish him a speedy recovery. Again, I've been impressed watching the film and watching tape on how hard East Carolina has played and the effort, and that's a sign of respect from this team, from the players for Mike Perry and the job that their staff is doing. So we knew it'd be a dogfight. We knew they were one of the best defensive teams, not just in this league but in the country. When you have a rim protector like Andre Washington who can block shots, and it makes a big difference. But we got a good rim protector too in Jeremiah Martin. So he's. It was a good win. Wasn't never, sometime wins don't look good, but they all, and we did what we had to do to get the win. Even though we didn't shoot the ball well, we still defended our butts off. Any questions? And we finally rebounded the ball better in the second half.
Tubby, how important do you think putting that full court pressure on and up in the tempo in the beginning of the second half was to get you guys in, sort of a rhythm offense as much as you could today?
Yeah, because we certainly weren't making any jump shots, so we had to. But it's hard to press when you're not making shots or turning the ball over. But then we did get some dead ball situations, and that's always a good time, and a good time to press. And the press did turn them over some, and you're right, we got us some momentum. The crowd got into it, and that always is an energizer. And you're right. It was important. At halftime, we just talked about. I was just concerned that we were not screening well. It didn't seem like we were utilizing the screens properly, and we weren't able to. I knew we weren't able to really get into our up-tempo press because we just couldn't make shots. Who was that? Jeremiah? With 40 minutes? No, he came out. I don't know why it's 40 minutes, but he was out of the game for a while, too. Can we correct that? No, I'm just kidding. Look, he was out of the game for a while. Okay.
What did you think of KJ's stat line today? It was pretty unique.
Yeah, it is pretty. Well, I'm subtracting the 7 offensive rebounds from the 23 shots, you know what I mean? Because, he got back 7 of them, so that's what I told him at the end. Yeah, he still actually took 16, That's where I'm going to look at it. I'm going to err on the side of being positive. Yeah, so, he got back to 7 of them. So, but that was unbelievable. We needed every rebound, obviously. Diedrich was, he's the focal point. I think he only had like 2 or 3 rebounds at halftime, but he came out and had a bunch in the second half as well. We just got to get, again, we out-rebounded him in the second half by 12, so that helped a lot. And that's huge when he can get to the boards, and whether it's offensive rebounds or defensive rebounds.
Anybody else? You mentioned Jeremiah, and we've talked about his defense, but for a point guard to have 6 steals, 3 blocks, it really seemed like when you got that momentum in the second half, he was the one forcing the turnovers. What can you say about his defensive performance today?
Well, the point of attack is always important. It's like the quarterback. If you got a good quarterback, or if you have a good, secondary safety who can do things and cover territory, which he can. He's athletic enough. He's long enough. He's quick enough. And he's smart enough. He took some chances. What can happen? You get happy. You get, that success sometimes can make you think you can do it more often than you should. And I think it was about 2 or 3 times he gambled. And that's what you have to be conscious of, is that, hey, you got to stay disciplined and continue to look for those opportunities to force a turnover and get a steal. And I usually tell him he's pretty good at taking, not many times can guys take the ball off of people at this level, but he did a good job. Now, most of them come because somebody was a double team and somebody was trapped. We deflected it and you got the ball back, and it's usually the defense creates those steals, and I tell him all the time, I tell the team, the team scores. The team got the rebound. The team got the, and that's what it's about. So don't think that you just out there playing by yourself. The same way with steals. Usually because somebody got a deflection or somebody was doing something to help the opposing team make a bad pass or do something. So as long as we can keep that in mind, it's all, and that's the thing you have to always worry about guys' health, number one. And we had some time off this week. We took time off. Didn't do anything on Thursday. We just walked through yesterday and didn't shoot around today. Didn't do very good, but we did get the win. But I think we were a little more up. I think that's why we were able to press more and do more, and certainly we needed that every bit. But I don't think it helped our shooting. That's for certain. I was hoping it would help our legs and we could be more productive. But again, I was impressed with East Carolina. I was impressed with them watching them against Cincinnati, against Temple. They beat Tulsa. They're a pretty good team. Thank you.